So wonderful. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new trading week. It's calendar week 23, and today it's Tuesday the 7th, and I'm really happy to have you here in this brand new Forex morning call. We stream it here on Traders Yard. We stream it here on Zoom. It's a little bit easier. And of course, we stream it at the same time on YouTube. And it looks like it should work. So I can see our questions and everything here on YouTube also. So if you have any questions, so you can type in the chat, you can type on Traders Yard, and you can type here on YouTube and on Zoom also. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask. Okay, this is the Forex morning call. This is the successor from the morning briefing show. You know, Admiral's changed and replaced me through Theo. And as you see, it's a little bit different because I'm a real trader and we are focusing on real trades and not just only fundamental analysis. Oh, wonderful. Good morning. So YouTube is working. I can hear it. That's really cool. So let me see. Great. Okay, so therefore we want to continue as same as in the morning briefing show, but this is now my own show. It's Forex morning call, and we call it in a shortcut FMC. And I'm really happy that I have you here on Traders Yard, on Zoom, of course, and here on YouTube. Okay, so if you, maybe we can make a little bit poll in or surveys in the next days, if I have time to prepare it, then it's easier to come to the Zoom channel and you will find the links on Traders Yard, or very soon you can find the links for registration for my own Forex morning call on my homepage. So happy Tuesday. So let's go on. Before we start, I want to show you the risk note. You know, you're responsible for your own trading. This is really, really important. Okay, before we go on, we want to just check the numbers for today because I don't care about the numbers at itself. It's just that I know when I avoid to make a trade before the numbers come out. Okay, so the most important thing is that the Reserve Bank of Australia delivers bigger than expected hike. And this brought a high volatility and high movements, a lot of movements into the Australian dollar. So, and here you can see what happens. The previous one was 0.35. The forecast was 0.6. And they actually was 0.85. So the Australian rate, the Australian bank decided to give 50 points up to 0.85. So what do we expect more today? A little bit later this afternoon, we expect the upcoming event of the international merchandise trade, then the US international trade in goods, of course. And what's going on is the API weekly statistical bulletin here on this week. What do we expect for the rest of the week? Tomorrow, just this, and on Thursday. Be careful, we expect the ECB interest rate announcement. So this should be in your mind for the rest of the week. I also want to invite you to my Twitter account. It's daytrader70. If you want to follow my this social channel, also Facebook and Instagram, you will find those links on my homepage. Yeah, on the button, on the bottom of the slide, on the lower side, you will find everything what you need on my homepage, especially the complete trading education for your success based on pure logic. And if you're interested about some comments, then you can go through my proven expert site. Just click on it if you want, and then you will find everything you need. If you want to be a little bit more convinced about if you should invest money in your own trading education. So let me see. Yes, everything is working. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. It's really working. Okay, on YouTube, I can see good morning, Yanis, Dori, Jens, Alexandru, Petya. Wonderful, good morning. And here on Zoom, it's actually Dimitar. Good morning. So nice to have you here. Okay, so let's come to our trades. And we want to start with the DAX 10 minutes. And first of all, we have to consider where we are, and we are within the red zone. Actually, within the red zone, so the price will get rejected here on the upper side, actually at the point of high, and came back in direction of the point of control. So what do I need is my drawing program. So here we go. Here is it. Okay, so, and actually I started a trade this morning because I was in the third trend arm and I started at the last 0.3. But here I have to confess, okay, this is a trend candle against my position. And that means if this candle is over in a couple of minutes, then I have to trail my hard stop above this candle and then I go out because I must see trend price is not working for me. And this is what I have to do. Cut a possible loss, but don't forget to make the re-entry. So yesterday was a really interesting day because the markets were closed in Europe. Actually, there was no trading, basically, but the CFDs are open. So, and what you can see was that there was a great chance to make a beautiful trade yesterday. In the second trend arm, you could see, oh my gosh, there was a beautiful entry and you got out here at this 0.3. So, and you see, that's really, really cool. As I say, the combination between the DowHow strategy and exit trend following is one of the best strategies ever. And maybe it's time that you try to use it. If you want to learn it, then on my homepage, you know, all this stuff. Okay, I'm quite sure you will find me if you want. So let's come to the rest of our charts. And by the way, this is the same like the morning briefing show. You can type all your in the chat if you want. You can type your questions on Zoom also. You can type your analysis if you want that we should talk about. It's now my show. So now I can give you whatever you want. I don't have to consider any broker. So we can talk basically about everything for this round about 30 minutes. So feel free to ask, fire free if you want. I'm really happy that we can do this here. Okay, let's go to my running trades. And the running, first of all, we start, let's make, first of all, the focus charts. And we want to start, of course, with, let's see, the gold price. So, and as you can see here in gold, I got out with at the entry, so no loss. And that was the really cool thing. So even we had a trend continuation, I could see it makes no sense to leave the stop loss below the last 0.3. It makes no sense. Why? It's 1, 2, 3. It's still the fourth trend arm. And as you know, rule number 2 means I can make entries up to the fourth trend arm. And then I could see, okay, the price comes deeper than 38 if the price comes to my entry back. So I can close the trade. I can cut the loss. I have no loss, which means protection of the money is the most important thing. So therefore, now I can wait what happens next. And that's a really cool thing. What is most important that you bring it back to your personal watch list, because it's still the fourth trend arm. And as long as we have the rules, we have to make the entry again. So, but now we have to be a little bit more carefully because there is a downtrend also. So, and here, check it out. That's 1, 2, and second trend arm. And now here the correction comes. So how should we trade this right now? Now it's really simple. You have to trade every trend. If you are a trend follower, then you have to trade every single trend. And it does not matter if the trend is going up or down. As long as the rules are there, you have to make the trade. So how we can manage this right now? First of all, if there will show up a candle which brings a balanced candle, or maybe changing of the color, then we can make a stop buy order, maybe a bit higher, and or maybe here around about this point. So this price round 1,845 roundabout. Okay. So, and if you get in and you see, because there is my downtrend here, and you see maybe that the price will turning here again, or here, then set a stop sell order, because you will never know which trend will continue. And as a trend follower, I'm quite sure you will never miss the big move. You will never miss. And this is why so many people don't trade or don't make money in trading, because they start to analyze, they start to interpret, they have a look at fundamental data. If it's wrong to consider fundamental data, and as you follow Theo on his new morning briefing show, which is not every day, by the way, just only 3 times a week, that was a big changing, not every day, then you see there is a big difference if I analyze something or if I make trades. So analyzing is cool, but in the analysis, just explain what happens right now. This is an analysis, but as you know, trading is a zero-sum game, which means it's a game of numbers, which means it's mathematic. Fundamental analysis is analysis, not mathematic. So if you want to win in this zero-sum game, you need an edge in your trading, which means you need a strategy. Fundamental analysis, explaining numbers, it's not a strategy. It's explaining what happens or how the market is working. So, but if you bring a kind of fundamental analysis into rules, and you can prove it with back tests or with live tests that is successful, then it's a cool thing. But that will never happen, because fundamental analysis is just analysis, it's just interpretation, no more, no less. And that's if you understand this, then you will understand why so less traders are really successful. Yeah. So that's about a goal. So which means you should bring it back on your watch list. Okay, let's come to the Dow Jones. And in Dow Jones, we should consider, first of all, where we are. And we are still in the green zone. And as you can see, okay, the price is a kind of weak since yesterday. Interestingly, the DAX has its own life yesterday because it was a day off and the futures were not working yesterday, just CFDs. So I guess the future opens with a big gap up today. But the leading market in USA has decreasing prices yesterday since the afternoon. Yeah, 12 o'clock German time, by the way, and then the price went down. Okay, so here we go. Now, what kind of trend do we have, which is the most important thing? Yeah, that's a simple strat. That's simple. The trend is going up. That's the first trend arm. That was the second one. And that's now we are still in the third one. Yeah, still in the third one. That means Dow Jones must be still on my watch list, because the point of control is on the upper side and there is no obstacle on the way up. So if the price turns wherever, here, anywhere, then we have to go up. So, but be careful, the trend will break here at the last 0.3. Yeah. Forget the numbers. You don't need you don't need to know exactly the price. Just have a look, visual effect. So, okay, it's about 31,200. I don't care about the price. I can see where is my 0.3. So what happens? So we have to be prepared on both sides, as you know, because if the correction is going deeper, then you will have a new downtrend. And this we should consider also. It's a kind of similar picture like in gold. So we should be prepared. So, and if you want to see what we do for the rest of the day, I will make updates round about every 4 hours, 11, 3, and maybe 7 in the evening. Then come to the Traders Yacht community. It's free of charge. It's free access. And then you see the updates, because the updates just only happen and just only take place on Traders Yacht. Okay, so cool thing. Let's come to DAX 40. DAX 40 is still in an uptrend right now. And that's really simple. The point of control is quite far on the upper side. Don't forget this. So that's my first trend arm. And that's still the second. That was the second. And now we are in the third trend arm. And maybe, and that is for the DAX a little bit easier, maybe we will find more buyers at the point of low, because point of control is much higher. So be prepared. If in case we see a kind of trend balance candle, then let's go up. I have to check DAX 10 minutes. Okay, I have to trail my hard stop closer and to go out with 29 points, and then just waiting what happens next. Okay, cool. Any question? Ute, wonderful, good morning. Alexandro, wonderful, good morning. Oh, I can see YouTube is working. Oh, thanks God, it's really working. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, a new possibility for today, British pound Swiss franc. Alexandro, yes, I will go through the charts very soon. Okay, so the rest actually is still running, and therefore now we come to my running trades. Rudolf, wonderful, good morning. Nice to have you back here in the show. Okay, let's start with Australian dollar Swiss franc. And this is what's happening yesterday or this night. And you see what we did. Yeah, what we did. There was the entry in my second trend arm. So check it out. That here was the entry in my second trend arm. And then I could see, okay, that was a spike. That was not really a trend continuation. Therefore, I could see if the price comes back, then I'm still in my second trend arm because there was no trend continuation. Yeah. So therefore, I trailed my stop loss into the profit, got out. There was a new balance candle, and I make a re-entry. And you see, now the market rewards me for my discipline and for my trade management. So, and what happens now? We are just a little bit in profit right now. And that means, okay, now we have a final trend continuation. So, and now let's wait what we can do. So actually, yeah, the trend we are continuing. Now 1, 2, 3, we are in a fourth trend arm right now. And now let's see what we can do for the next moment. So actually you can see we have more buyers, which means the price is a bit going up. And yeah, let's see. Don't forget, we are still in the fourth trend arm. We are in the correction. And now we have to measure here. If the price is going deeper, 38, yeah, then we are a little bit in loss. Here it's too close to trail the stop right now. Yeah, so just wait. Australian Japanese yen, oh my gosh. I hope I can show you what does it mean to be a real trader. To be a real trader. Because this is not a simple thing. It's a simple thing, but it's never easy. Once a guy learned me, or taught me there is a difference between simple and easy. Trading is simple if you have a strategy for entry and if you have a strategy for exit, then you have to follow. But it's never easy. Why not? Yeah, it's up to humanity, because we, as human people, we always in danger to interpret. The point is, you have to give up the control. What you have to control is your money management. But once the trend is running, you have to give the control to the market and say, okay, market, I did my job. Now show me what you can do for me. And this is trend following. Look at this one. And that's really awesome. That's really awesome. So now we have a new point 2 here up, and the stop loss, the purple line means this is my stop loss. Oh my gosh, time is running. This is my stop loss here. And maybe it's time to trail the hard stop also in profit. So everything is fine. 500 pips in profit. Yes, Manuel, we can do this, of course. Just let me go through my charts. So actually, this is Bitcoin, and we open a new trade because I got out. I made a little bit mistake because I was too late, because the perfect entry was here. So I made it too late because I don't care, because I was still in my second trend on, and you know the trend can continuing every time. So the perfect entry was there. He was a little bit late, but still in a second trend on. And as long as you open your trade before to come to the point 2, then it's fine. In the movement, we'll never open a trade. In the correction, yes. So, but now I can see, oh, there is a blue trend candle against my position. And that means I have to trail my hard stop because the price is not working for me. I don't go out manually. I just let the market decide. But you can see the price can always turn around back. Yeah, it's always kind of U-turn. Frank, wonderful good morning. And Yanis, also good morning. Okay, so next one, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. What should I say? Going up. Cool. 527 pips. Euro, British pound. Here I did the same because I could see the price was not working for me. Yeah, and I had trend candles against my position. And that means I had to trail my hard stop to close the trade, because I'm on the right side of the chart. I will never know how far the correction will go, or maybe there will show up a new downtrend. It makes no sense to interpret. Never forget this. Make a note in your handwritten diary, guys. Trading is a zero-sum game. And with an interpretation or predicting is a 50-50 probability. And in a zero-sum game, you will never make money with 50-50. You need an edge. And the edge starts with 51. So you need an entry strategy with an edge, and you need an exit strategy with an edge. Yeah. And this is what you need to learn in trading. So therefore, I saw the changing of the color yesterday. I opened the trade again, and now I'm a little bit in profit. And let's see what happens next. Stop loss, of course, is for the first one at the last 0.3. That's the worst case scenario. Euro, Japanese yen, 1,080 pips in profit. Guys, how cool is this? This is amazing. This is trend following. This is what you can learn with my trading online logic course, because this is pure logic. Stop interpreting, give up predictioning, just follow the trend. This is really cool. So we cannot lose money, by the way. Euro, New Zealand dollar, that's cool. We have 2 positions open. The price is going up, and maybe now we see a trend continuation of the long trend. And here you can see why I used to say, in heaven's sake, if you have a trend candle against your position, stop the trade. And yesterday, one of the employees of admirals told me that even we have so many webinars, 60%, you cannot imagine, 60% of all traders and admirals have not worked without a stop loss. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah. And this is so dangerous. 60%, even we have thousands of webinars, 60% of all traders, and haven't said by admirals, have no stop loss. So I hope you understand that a stop loss does not mean you are wrong. It's just protection of your money. It's just the idea was not working yet, but that does not mean that it will not work in the future, or you can make another trend. Next one is Euro USD. We are kind in profit. The stop loss is in profit. We cannot lose money. There is no downtrend for the moment, so just let it run. Be careful, trail your stop into the profit, because on Thursday we have the ECB rate decision. Maybe they will rise the high, rise the rate. We will see. British pound, Japanese yen, 524 pips in profit. We actually, for the moment, we have a new 0.2 here. Just let it go, let it go. British pound USD, that was a big impact. So we have a short position open yesterday because it was my second trend arm. I stopped 2 times in a row the adding position for a pyramid. And also I opened a trade here on the short side. So actually it's 1, 2, 3. We are in a 4th trend arm, which means we can open a new long position, which means I protect my money and trailed my hard stop for this, leaving one position into the profit. Because I have to admit that if the price is going deeper, then the uptrend is broken. And then why should I risk that money if I can see the uptrend is not longer working? So I trail the hard stop into the profit and I make money with a large short position. How cool is this? This is professional trend trading. Okay, New Zealand Canadian dollar. Here you can see what I did there. So I trailed my hard stop into the profit for the first position. The second position I add was stopped there and stopped there because it was not working. Not interpreting, not analyzing, just following the stupid trend. So, and now you see, oh my gosh, there's a trend continuation here right now. And we are short. And you see, we made a little bit money with the long, and now we make money with the short. I understand if you have not that much experience, in your trading, then you would say, oh, I lost so much money because I was so big in profit. And then you let it happen that you get out at the entry. How stupid is this? And now imagine the other part. I show you something. Guys, you're always on the right side of the chart. So for example, maybe you went out here, just a kind of imagination. So maybe you get out here. And then the trend is continuing like in the Japanese Japanese yen pairs. So, and then you are not a part because maybe you went at the desk, you have forgotten, or you had no money anymore, something like this, and the trend is continuing and continuing. So who is the stupid one? Who is the idiot in trading the market? No, it's always me. I don't say you're an idiot, never. I'm the idiot. So think about it. You're always on the right side of the chart and you will never happen what's next. You will never know what happens next. So protecting your account is the most important thing. And don't forget to make an entry in the other trend, because who cares? Now you are in profit with 56 pips. Yeah. US dollar Japanese. Oh my gosh. Guys, you remember my record in US dollar Japanese yen, my best trade ever? 2,182. Oh my gosh. We are at 1,745. Oh my gosh. And here you can see why I stopped the short with a small profit. And now it's going up. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is trend following. I hope you will do it for yourself. If you want to learn it, grab my online logic course. I know it costs you money, but imagine if you learn this, I give you the promise and I give you a guarantee. If you follow the rules, what you learned with logical trading, you get back money from the market so much more than the course costs for you. So that was my running trades. Let's come to your trading ideas and to your questions. So, and we start with YouTube, British pound, Swiss franc. And British pound, Swiss franc is here. So, now we can delete this for the first time. So, where we are, let's see, is there a new uptrend? Yeah, there is. There is. Yes, there's a new uptrend. Yes, guys, very good. There is a new uptrend. So we are in a correction right now. Don't miss the entry. If you see a balance candle, yeah, and then we can make an entry. So not yet, just on the watch list. On the watch list. Okay, so let's leave it on a watch list. Oh, by the way, I got out in British pound, New Zealand dollar with just 2 small profits. And you see, that was a cool thing. Do we have to make a possible re-entry? 1, 2, 3 in the 4th trend arm? Yes, of course. If this candle will be over at 11 o'clock, then we can make a re-entry here on the way down. You will never know which trend will continue. Never know. So let's come to US dollar, Swiss franc. So just give me a sec. So here we go. And in 4-hourly chart. US dollar, Swiss franc. So we are on the high top. We are in the upper green zone. The downtrend is broken and there is a new uptrend. So 1, 2, like British pound, US dollar, yeah. But here we are in the move. We have to wait until the next correction. So I guess this will not happen today. And Euro Swiss franc, it's here. Exactly, we are back at the point of control, but there is a main trend and the main trend is facing downwards. So let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, we are in a 3rd trend arm, but also 1, 2. Yes, the perfect entry was there. And now we are on the 3rd trend arm. Kind of difficult, not really fine, not really beautiful. It's not a beautiful picture. So yeah, but both of them are in the 3rd trend arm. Maybe we should wait for a balance candle. Then maybe we can open a pending order here on the way down. Yeah, but you have to we have to consider if the price is going down and maybe it's not working and there is a turnaround again, then you have to admit that maybe this is not the right one. Maybe that the long trend will continue. So you see why it is so important to learn how to draw the trend perfectly and trade with logic. Okay, guys, that was my part for today. I want to say thank you for listening to the show. And here we go. And here we also. So, and yes, I want to just say thank you for listening and for the visiting the show. I hope you will be with me tomorrow again. This show will happen every morning, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock. So we have enough time to talk about everything. And yeah, if you want to be informed, then on my Twitter or Facebook or on Traders Yard, then you will be well informed if maybe the show will not happen because I'm sick or I'm on the road or something like this. But basically, the show will happen every morning, Forex Morning Call. Thanks and have a wonderful day. And as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you. See ya tomorrow.